Welcome to Civil Services Achievers Point. We are discussing the Assam Tribune of 25 August 2020. At Civil Services Achievers Point, we have various offline courses, we have online courses, and we have various free initiatives. We are coming up with optional class, ethics class, and CSET class very soon. Please call at the number given below and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Telegram channels. So this Assam Tribune analysis is based on the new pattern of APSC. However, it is also useful for UPSC and other state level government examinations. These are the important newspaper articles of today's Assam Tribune we are discussing. We will also discuss the important editorials from today's newspaper. So students, let us begin. The first topic we are discussing is the advisory committee for revitalization of the state's economy. So that committee has given certain recommendations. So this article discusses the recommendation. The committee says skill upgradation and self-employment generation. So these are the suggestions for the post-lockdown unemployment scenario in Assam. So this topic we will study under the General Studies on Assam paper, topic Economy of Assam. The Advisory Committee for Revitalization of the State's Economy has suggested a pragmatic policy which will give a emphasis on skill development, skill upgradation, and self-employment generation. The committee said in the report that the Assam state would witness unemployment to the tune of around 20 lakh people, out of which around 50% would be frictional in nature. Frictional in nature means in calculating unemployment, frictional unemployment is a type of unemployment which occurs because of movement of the laborers from one place to another. And as we know, due to the COVID-19 pandemic situation, migrants had to move from one part of the country to another. So that led to frictional unemployment. Further, the committee says this group of frictional unemployed of people will seek short-term employment opportunities and is expected to regain their employment in due course as the economy begins to recover, especially those who are skilled or semi-skilled. This leaves us with the target of creating employment for some 10 to 12 lakh substantive job seekers. So the committee has said that the group of people who have migrated to Assam to their home state due to the lockdown scenario will seek short-term employment. They will short-term employment বিচাৰিব, opportunity বিচাৰিব, কাৰণ lockdown খোলাৰ লগে লগে আৰু movement হোৱাৰ লগে লগে they may move to their place of work and is expected to regain their employment in due course as the economy begins to recover, especially those who are skilled and semi-skilled. So যিবোৰ laborer and migrant laborer আহিছে ঘূৰি পিনে economy খোলাৰ লগে লগে they will move back to their place of work. So গতিকে এটা seasonal unemployment বুলিও ক'ব পাৰো due to the COVID-19 lockdown. গতিকে তেওঁলোকে লকডাউন খুলিলে ঘূৰি যাব, গতিকে এই আনএমপ্লয়মেন্টটো এই বেছিকে আনএমপ্লয়মেন্টটো বেছি দিন নাথাকে বুলি এই কমিটিটোৱে কৈছে। কিন্তু ইয়াতে here finding avenues to provide employment, মানে to give employment to the migrants, there are certain challenges. The first challenge that কোৱা হৈছে, the first challenge relates to the de-acceleration in the economic growth itself. মানে economic growth to কমিছে বা negatively economic growth to হৈছে, de-acceleration হৈছে, negative হোৱা নাই, but economic growth speed to কমিছে, এখানে তাক de-acceleration বুলি কোৱা হয়। The first challenge relate to the de-acceleration in the economic growth itself. When economic grows, it creates scope and avenues of employment. গতিকে as and when economic grow হব, it will create scope and avenues of employment. As has been projected earlier, consequent upon the COVID-19 situation, the state's economy is going to witness a contraction. গতিকে ষ্টেটৰ ইকনমিটো কন্ট্ৰাকশন হৈ আছে, মানে ইকনমিক গ্ৰোথটো কমি গৈছে, and this will structurally limit the scope of creation of employment. যেহেতু ইকনমিক গ্ৰোথটো কমিছে, এমপ্লয়মেন্ট জেনাৰেশন কৰাৰ সম্ভাৱনাটো কমি আহিব, স্কোপটো কমাই দিব. Secondly, it is evident that most of the unemployed will congregate in rural areas. মানে বেছিভাগ যিবোৰ মাইগ্ৰেন্ট ঘূৰি আহিছে তেওঁলোকসকল rural areas গৈছে. এতিয়া কি হৈছে, stating that with all the institutional constraints in agriculture, absorbing the vast majority of people in rural economy was going to be extremely demanding. মানে আমাৰ agricultural sector এনে বহুত limitations আছে, তাৰোপৰি disguised unemployment আছে in agriculture, farm mechanization হোৱা নাই. গতিকে এইবোৰ কাৰণৰ কাৰণে এই যে ভাস্ট মেজৰিটি অফ পিপল যিবোৰ ঘূৰি আহিছে তেওঁলোকক ৰুৰেল ইকনমিক কাম দিয়াটো খুব টান হৈ পৰিব. সেইকাৰণে ৰিপৰ্টটোৱে সাজেষ্ট কৰিছে যে যিবোৰ মাইগ্ৰেন্ট ঘূৰি আহিছে ডেভেলপিং স্কিলছ ফৰ ৱেজ অৰ সেল্ফ এমপ্লয়মেন্ট, আত্মনিৰ্ভৰশীল হোৱাৰ আৰু নিজৰ স্কিল আপগ্ৰেড কৰাৰ উপায় সাজেষ্ট কৰিছে এই কমিটিটোৱে. ষ্টুডেন্টস, এই কমিটিৰ ৰেকমেন্ডেশনবোৰ কাইন্ডলি নোট কৰিব আৰু হাইলাইটেড পইণ্টছবোৰ খুব ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট. You can quote these highlighted points in the mains examination. It will surely boost your mains answers marks. Now coming to our next topic, China launches advanced warship for Pakistan Navy. Now this topic we will study under the General Studies 2 paper, topic international relations. Now this topic can also be studied under General Studies paper 3, topic security. Now the background is China has launched the first of the 4 advanced Prothom advanced naval warships launch কৰিছে for Pakistan. আৰু China আৰু Pakistanৰ economic আৰু defense ties খুব deepening হৈছে, মানে খুব বাঢ়িছে in recent times. যিটো warship চাইনাই দিছে to পাকিস্তান, সেই warshipটোৱে পাকিস্তান আৰু চাইনাৰ ডিফেন্স টাইজক এটা নতুন চেপ্টাৰ দিছে, এটা নিউ ডাইৰেকশন দিছে. with the launch of the first type 054 class frigate, Pakistan report কৰিছে. the type 054 class equipped with the latest, গতিকে যেটো naval warship দিছে that is equipped with the latest surface, subsurface, anti-air weapons, combat management system and sensors, will be one of the technologically advanced surface platforms of the Pakistan Navy fleet. So বহুত advanced eta naval warship দিছে from China to Pakistan. Pakistan signed a contract with the China Shipbuilding Trading Company for the delivery of 2 type 054 AP frigates in 2017. গতিকে this deal was done between Pakistan and China in 2017 itself. আৰু moreover etu কোৱা হয় যে the cooperative relationship between Pakistan and China is an answer to objections regarding the China Pakistan Economic Corridor CPEC. so আমি জানো চাইনা আৰু পাকিস্তানৰ মাজত এটা বুজাবুজি হৈছে যাক CPEC বুলি কয়, আৰু হেতুৰ লগত ইণ্ডিয়াৰ অবজেকশনো কৰিছে, কাৰণ এই CPEC টোৱে পাকিস্তানৰ গোৱাদাৰ পোৰ্টৰ পৰা চাইনালৈকে লিংক কৰে, আৰু লিংক কৰোতে মাজত আমাৰ পাকিস্তান অকুপাইড কাশ্মীৰো পাৰ হৈ যায়. গতিকে ইণ্ডিয়া হেজ অবজেক্টেড টু দা China Pakistan Economic Corridor CPEC. The CPEC, which connects Gwadar port in Pakistan's Balochistan with China's Xinjiang province, is the flagship project of China's ambitious multi-billion-dollar Belt and Road Initiative. গতিকে the CPEC যে আছে এই পইণ্টটো খুব ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট. Students kindly make a note of it. The CPEC which connects Gwadar port in Pakistan's Balochistan. Balochistan Gwadar porter pora China's Xinjiang province link kore aru ei project to is a part of the Belt and Road Initiative jak one belt one road bulio eta kon koisile over buli jak etia rename kora hoise Belt and Road Initiative BRI. The CPEC is a collection of infrastructure and other projects under construction throughout Pakistan since 2013. However, India has protested. India has protested to China over the CPEC as it is being laid through Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Pakistan occupied Kashmir India has objected to the CPEC. The BRI, the Belt and Road Initiative, was launched by Chinese President Xi Jinping when he came to power in 2013. It aims to link Southeast Asia, Central Asia, the Gulf region, Africa and Europe with a network of land and sea routes. So the BRI boli ki boli khudile ami kobo lagibo je etu eta infrastructure project launched by China under Chinese President Xi Jinping in 2013. Aru the BRI aims to link Southeast Asia, Central Asia, the Gulf region, Africa and Europe with a network of land and sea routes. Now coming to our next very important topic, Finance Ministry has said that GST reduced tax rates, doubled taxpayer base to 1.24 crore. Mane GST tax rate to komai dile aru taxpayer base to nearly double kori dile. Now this topic we will study under the General Studies 3 paper Economic Development. The Finance Ministry today said that GST regime has reduced the rate at which people have to pay tax, help increase compliance and double the taxpayer base. Mane jetiai tax rate to komia hai tetiai the people who pay the tax badhe aru সেই বাঢ়িলে কি হয় tax increase compliance to tax compliance to বাঢ়ে আৰু taxpayer base to বাঢ়ি যায় ইয়াত কোৱা হৈছে before the GST before the goods and services tax was introduced the combination value added tax excise sales tax and their cascading effect resulted in high standard tax rate of up to 31%. মানে যেতিয়া GST আহা নাছিলে GST introduce কৰাৰ আগতে VAT মানে value added tax excise sales tax এই গুটেইখিনি indirect tax মিলি পেনে এটা cascading effect হৈছিলে. Now what is the cascading effect? The cascading effect is also said tax upon tax. মানে every stage of manufacturing a product जो tax লগা হয় তেতিয়া হলে কি হয় taxৰ ওপৰত tax লাগি যায় multiple tax হৈ যায় এটুকে cascading effect বুলি কয় and it's a very negative and it has a very negative effect on the economy. Further yate koa hoise je GST is both consumer and taxpayer friendly mane consumer or taxpayer duty friendly while the high tax rates of the pre GST era acted as a disincentive to paying tax. The low rates under GST helped to increase tax compliance. So GST introduced kora pichot jehetu tax rate to lower kora hol to tax compliance বাঢ়িলে মানে মানুহে বেছিকে ট্যাক্স দিয়া হৈছে the number of SECs যে ট্যাক্স দিব কাৰণে assess কৰা হয় গতিকে যাক assess কৰা হয় তেটো SECs বুলি কয় the number of SECs covered by the GST at the time of its inception was about 65 lakh. Now the SEC base exceeds 1.24 crore. GST has subsumed 17 local levies and 13 cesses and GST to roll out kora hoisile date to important it is a prelims based question I hope pare when was GST rolled out. GST was rolled out on July 1st 2017 aru tetia he samoyat the finance minister was Arun Jaitley gotike yate likha hoise the key role Arun Jaitley played in the implementation of GST will go down in history as one of the most fundamental landmark reforms in Indian taxation. The multiple market across India, with each state charging a different rate of tax, led to huge inefficiencies and costs of compliance. So multiple tax thaka karone aru different state nije nije tax dia karone huge inefficiency hoisile aru tax compliance to highly costly asile. So further ei article itue koa hoise je from the introduction of the GST, all of India became one market, interstate barriers disappeared, multiple taxes were subsumed to become one, double taxation was eliminated, and the cascading effect of taxes got mitigated. So GST onapa kiki labh hoise, interstate barriers bur disappear hoi gol, multiple taxes bur ete khumai goise, double taxation bur nuhua hoise aru cascading effect to নাইকিয়া হৈ গৈছে গটিকে ইউপিএসসি এবাৰ মেইনছত খুদিছিলে যে জিএসটি অহাৰ পৰা কি কি লাভ হৈছে বুলি গটিকে এপিএসসিও এক প্ৰশ্নটো কৰিব পাৰে মেইনছত যে জিএসটি অহাৰ পৰা কি লাভ হৈছে তেনেকুৱা কোৱেশ্চনত আমি এই আৰ্টিকেলটোৰ বহুত হেল্প লব পাৰিম Now coming to our next important topic, NABARD, that is the National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. NABARD introduces credit guarantee product for NBFC and MFIs. Mane jibur NBFC ase non banking financial companies ase aru microfinance institutions MFIs ase telukok credit guarantee eta scheme banaise by NABARD. This topic we will study under the General Studies 3 paper Economic Development. NABARD has introduced a dedicated debt and credit guarantee product to ensure unhindered flow of credit in rural areas hit by COVID-19 pandemic. Gotike a rural areas bur jibur head jibur COVID-19 er karone besike khoti hoise tate eta unhindered mane eta free flow of credit dibo karone eta guarantee scheme khulise jar naam dise Structured Finance and Partial Guarantee Program to the NBFCs and the MFIs entails providing partial guarantee on pooled loans extended to small and mid-sized microfinance institutions. Gotike jibur horu khudro loan die telokok jate credit to pai thake karon teloke credit pale he manuhok loan dio paribo gotike jate he credit flow to nabhange this is the scheme for that. This scheme will enhance access to sustainable finance for micro entrepreneurs and low-income households. The partially guaranteed loan facility will catalyze much-needed financing to millions of households, agricultural and business markets to sustain in the post-COVID-19 environment. Gotike ei gote loan facility towe ki koribo catalyze koribo mane support koribo the much-needed financing to millions of households, agricultural and business markets to sustain in the post-COVID-19 environment. Further yet koa hoise je the pooled loan issuance structure is good structure to provide koribo the lending bank adequate comfort through NABARD's partial credit protection. Further, it will reduce cost of capital as the rating of the loan gets notched up and helps lenders meet priority sector goals. Mane ei scheme to both lender ko help koribo mane bank ko help koribo finance institute ko help koribo to meet their priority sector goals. Now ami janu priority sector mane jibur sector like self help groups, agriculture related agri related activities hok amar MSMEs hok ei hokolok loan dibo karone lender hokolor subida hobo aru lender hokolor subida hole lenders blake loan dibo paribo loan dile he credit bur grassroots loke flow kori jabo credit will flow to the grassroots level. This structure will pool together the risk of multiple borrowers and add a layer of partial first loss credit enhancement from a highly rated guarantor. Mane ei gote structure to a jitu risk ase nohoy will pool together risk of multiple borrowers or the layer of partial first loss credit enhancement provide koribo because NABARD guarantee korise গতিকে বেসিক্যালি it is a guarantee against the loan which will be given by the lenders to the grassroots required people and organizations. Now coming to the next important editorials, the first topic is Guwahati ropeway. Etu ami economic development of Assam upor ami discuss koribo paru. Ropeway connecting a point to important korpora korle connect korise. Ropeway connecting Guwahati mane Kasari ghator pora with North Guwahati Dol Gobindo Mandir, traversing a distance of around 2 kilometers over the mighty Brahmaputra was commissioned. গতিকে এই ropeway project to a 24 months etu complete kora hoise, which can be set up in 24 months, can be an alternative option for main transit system. Amar urban Guwahati khonot jimane urbanization bare goise, amar transit system khub jotil hoy porise, and the ropeway project is a good alternative, especially in cities like Guwahati jot metro cities nai bortoman. আৰু ropeway use কৰাৰ বহুত benefits আছে. Ropeways have the lowest carbon emissions. Carbon emissions খুব low হয় among all the urban transit options and do not require cutting down of trees. গতিকে deforestation, damage to environment minimum হয়. In a region like northeastern region nisina, which is dominated by hilly forested terrain, ropeways can be a very good alternative for mass connectivity besides giving a boost to tourism. Karon ami jano ropeway uthile akhe pakhe thoka dhuniya scenery bur bhaldore dekha poa jay, gotike etu tourism or eta bhal aspect. Niti Ayoge recently acknowledged and endorsed the utility of having more and more ropeway projects in the country while placing a draft model concession agreement for PPP frameworks for implementing ropeway projects in a view of its environment friendly nature. Mane Niti Ayoge public private partnership approve korise aru endorse korise the more and more ropeway projects in the country because of its environment friendly nature. Aru eneo India is already grapple বহুত লার্জ পপুলেশন আছে ইন্ডিয়াত, গতিকে ডাইভার্স জিওগ্রাফিজ আছে, আমাৰ বেলেগ বেলেগ ধৰণৰ জিওগ্রাফিক্যাল লোকেশনস আছে, পলিউশন খুব হয়, গতিকে এই সকলো ফ্যাক্টৰ কাউন্ট ইন কৰি ropways offer our policy makers the best or ideal option for modern urban transport solution. So it was a good important point. Students, please keep a note of it and use them in your answers. আৰু further এটা editorial কোৱা হৈছে যে European countries or Western countries and many other countries like USA, France, China and Vietnam have extensively used and promoted ropeways as smart urban transport solutions and tourism boosters. গতিকে বহুত বিভিন্ন দেশ like US, France, China and Vietnam have extensively used and promoted ropeways for smart urban transport solution aru tourism booster which do not disturb the ecology. Ecologic hamper korar obihone ei developmental project bur nibo pari. Now coming to the next topic, serological surveys. Now etu ami this we will discuss in the General Studies 2 paper, Governance and Social Justice. At the very commencement of the COVID-19 pandemic, it had been thought that given the protected time required to develop a vaccine, societies had to look towards herd immunity. So yet a herd immunity, serological survey, ebro meaning bujua hoise in the context of COVID-19. Ami ebror concept bur buji thau. We try to understand the concept of these points so that if any question comes in both prelims and mains, we can answer them correctly. Herd immunity. Now, what is herd immunity? Herd immunity is a phase in which so many people in a community are afflicted with a virus and develop immunity. Mane herd immunity basically ite bujay je eta community iman manu affect hoi jay with the virus je they develop immunity. immunity develop kori loy aru transmission from person to person becomes unfeasible je প্ৰায়ভাগ মানুহে যদি এফেক্টেড হৈ যায় ট্ৰান্সমিশন হোৱাৰ কোনো সম্ভাৱনাই নাই অলসো যেহেতু ট্ৰান্সমিশন হলে কোনো প্ৰবলেম নাই কাৰণ মানুহবোৰ ইমিউন হৈ গৈছে মানে যেনে দৰে কিছুমান বেমাৰ থাকে যিবোৰ এবাৰ হলে আৰু নহয় গতিকে যদি কমিউনিটি লেভেলত সবৰে হৈ যায় ম্যাক্সিমামৰে হৈ যায় then transmission from person to person becomes unfeasible even though everybody is not immune and protected মানে ট্ৰান্সমিশন নহব পাৰে কিন্তু সকলোৱে ইমিউন নহব পাৰে because যিবোৰ কোমৰবিড পেশেন্টস থাকে যেনেকে ধৰে যাক ক্যান্সাৰ হৈ আছে বা কাৰ্ডিওভাস্কুলাৰ ডিজিজ হৈ আছে হেভি ডায়াবেটিস আছে তেওঁলোক ইমিউন আৰু প্ৰটেক্টেড নহব পাৰে the practice being used to determine the percentage of the post-viral attack immunity in specific societies are serological surveys. Gotike serological surveys is a practice being used to determine the percentage of post-viral attack immunity in specific societies. Aru which use tests. Serological surveys use tests that examine the liquid part of blood or serum that and not nose, throat or mouth fluids. Karon ami janu normal covid test nose, throat and mouth fluids he mukhor porai fluid bur loa hoy kintu serological survey blood ba serum loa hoy such serological surveys detect an immune response to the virus material by testing the blood for antibodies which indicate whether an individual had been stricken by COVID-19 or not. গতিকে এই সার্ভেটোৱে আমাক কৈ দিয়ে যে whether an individual COVID-19 হৈছে নাই in a point to important in India the serological surveys are conducted by the Indian Council for Medical Research ICMR and state governments to detect how many people have developed immunoglobulin G means IgG antibodies. It is antibodies naam hoy. To gotike test bur kora hoy to detect how many people have developed these antibodies to the coronavirus diseases and to gauge the extent of infection through random sampling. However, it has been suspected that the recorded figures of COVID-19 afflictions in India do not accurately reflect the actual situation and lakhs of people have been infected but remain asymptomatic. Gotike bahut manu infect hoise kintu maximum of them or a large portion of them are asymptomatic. Asymptomatic means jiye kunu symptoms nedekhai which do not shows symptom. The numbers collected so far in urban hotspots like Mumbai and Delhi seem to confirm this general impression that most infections in this country, almost 80% are asymptomatic. So urban places like Mumbai, Delhi, a serological test survey kori pine gom paise je almost 80% of the infections are asymptomatic. However, apart from providing us broad information regarding the actual extent of contagion, sero surveys apparently help in little else. So bishek help nohoy etu test korile as per the author. As with many aspects aru etu ekarne hoise karon amar kono idea nai, we have no idea what proportion of the community should be immune or protected to reach the herd immunity point. Moreover, only a limited number of people in every community is tested and an average determined, which means that these surveys are not too accurate. Tamane limited number of tests kora hoy aru tar pora eta average ulwa hoy. Gotike ei editorial etwe koa hoise, it is said that developing a vaccine is the best option. Now students, we are beginning with a new initiative from today, a daily MCQs for APSC and UPSC. So we will share 5 to 10 MCQs daily basis. Please mention the correct options of these MCQs at the comment section of this video. So the answers of these questions we will discuss in our tomorrow current affairs class. So the first question is, what is the capital of Philippines? The options are given. The second question is GST replaced, and the options are given. This point we have discussed in our today's current affairs class. Loktak Lake is located in Hornbill Festival is held annually in which state? Niti Aayog replaced which commission? So friends and dear students, we are coming to the end of this class. I hope this class was helpful in understanding today's newspaper. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.